Hey guys, welcome back to Marriages Restored in Faith. My name is Ray.
Hi guys, my name is Dora. It is Monday, June 9th, 2025, and we want to thank y'all for joining us. If you would like to subscribe and share our content, there is our other platforms there that you can do so. Also, if you would like to get a hold of us, there is our email. That is the only way to do so. And if you feel led to donate or to uh, just help us out with this ministry, there is a way to do that as well.
Yeah, just a heads up, we don't own a jet.
No, we do not.
I
And
know,
probably,
I saw a post out there and I was going to comment and I forgot about it. It was this, I guess a pastor was getting in for all these other ones that have all these jets and private jets and have these mansions and so on. And he just made a long post. And then I saw some false teachers get on there and, of course, agree because that's what they do. Uh, so we just want to let you know that me and Dora do not own a jet. So we don't fly around in a jet. We don't actually use the airport either. So
I was gonna say
drive
we
everywhere we
drive
go.
everywhere we go. Yeah.
So thanks for joining us. Thanks for being here. And if you've been paying attention, man, that weather is something else.
Yes.
Over 20 tornadoes in Lubbock. It's crazy. I mean, yesterday there was no clouds at all. And then within minutes, hail started dropping. And
Right.
we're like, what? And it was different size hail. It didn't stay the
It
same.
started small and it got bigger.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there was no cloud cover.
None whatsoever.
I'm just telling you that, and it's sad that people still don't believe that there's weather manipulation out there. They just don't believe it. You can tell it to them in the face until you're blue, and they'll be like, no. And you can even have the people that say, you know what, we have the equipment to do it. We've been doing it in your face, and they'll say, I don't believe it. And it's just the deception that they're in. They're in denial because if they deny what is happening right now, then they don't have to admit that they have to do something about it, what they're capable of. So, yeah, we've had some really weird weather, and if you notice that, even the weatherman can't even predict the weather anymore. And we're going to show you that. And as you see at the title, AI deception and weather modifications. Yes, AI deception. I'm telling you, it's about to get to a point that you're not going to be able to tell what's real and what's not. And some people may say, oh, yeah, I'm able to tell. Well, I'm telling you what, you won't be able to. You will not be able to. In fact, the Bible clearly states that it's going to get that extreme that if we don't allow the Holy Spirit to tug on us, to alert us, to have that unction of there's something not right about this.
Right.
Because everyone has that. Every person has a sense of there's something wrong. But what benefits a believer in Jesus Christ, it is the Holy Spirit that will reveal to you what it is if you listen to Him. That's the key word. We will have to sit back and say, okay, Lord, let me pray about this because I know there's something wrong about this. There's a sense of something wrong about this. But I'm going to pray about it, Lord, and I ask that you help me, that you explain it to me, that you show it to me. And God will reveal it to you.
Yes.
It's just, are we willing to listen? So let me start with this small video first. And then we'll get into, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 videos and several articles. 8 videos and about 9 articles. Are we going to be able to get through all of them? I don't think so. We're going to try. And if we don't, we'll add more to it on Wednesday and we'll show you more things about AI because what we need to warn people is we need to warn you that this stuff is coming. This stuff is here. So let me share this video. If you can give me number 17, we'll share that one with you. And then we can go and read 3 verses. And then we'll get into the videos and the articles. And then we'll go from there. But there's no sound or music to this product because there's music. So we'll go ahead and turn this off, and you can just watch this. I don't know if you've ever tried this, but I will not try this myself. I couldn't do this.
No.
I could not eat that. First of all, my teeth would have hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I would have started crying because of my teeth.
My thing is like, wow.
This guy ate it pretty quick, and then here it comes. Yep. What happens when you eat ice cream fast or anything that's cold? We'll play this twice. I mean, you just get this. You can tell this guy is in pain. If I would have been there, I would have just been laughing and laughing and laughing. I'll be like, see, dude.
So my thing is, was he trying to video how fast he could eat the popsicle or the effect after the popsicle?
No, trying to eat the popsicle fast to show people, look how fast I can eat this.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe somebody challenged him.
And then came the real challenge.
So, hey, if you're that friend, you can dare another friend. Hey, I challenge you to do this, but don't show them the video. So you can see his reaction. Yeah. So, there you go. So, let me read this to you first. Matthew chapter 24, verse 4, 5, and 11. And I want you to see this because this is extremely important. Go ahead.
Matthew 24, 4 and 5. And Jesus answered and said to them, take heed that no one deceives you. For many will come in my name, saying, I am the Christ, and will deceive many. Now verse 11. Then many false prophets will rise up and deceive many.
See, there you go. God is warning us right there. Take heed that no one deceives you. For many will come in my name, saying, I am the Christ, and will deceive many. See, that is so easy for us to see, right? If somebody says, I am the Christ, I am Jesus Christ. Oh, immediately, right? But it doesn't just mean I am the Christ that they're going to come and plainly tell you. It's the pretenders saying that they are followers of Jesus Christ. And then look in 11. Then many false prophets will rise and deceive many. And I know some people right now say, oh, this is easy. I won't let these false prophets deceive me. But just look on social media.
Mm-hmm.
Just look all around you. Look at some of these churches. And you can see how many of these people call themselves prophets because there's no more prophets right now. There's no more apostles right now. According to scripture, they're no longer here. But yet, people believe it and they run with it, even though it's in scripture. Even though it is plainly there. Why do I show you this? Because this is plainly there for us to see. That there's going to be false prophets, false apostles out there telling us stuff. Out there predicting the elections and so on. And this is the easy part. That we're able to see and show and say, okay, wait a minute, you're preaching. It doesn't match this, so you're wrong. You're false. But what if it comes to AI? Now, how are we going to be able to tell? See, in scripture, it doesn't show you. AI is showing up. And people are going to follow AI. In scripture, it warns us not to be deceived. Mm-hmm. It clearly tells us, hey, be cautious, be alert. Don't you remember the scripture where it says to be careful because Satan walks around like a roaring lion, seeing who can be devoured, right? It's plainly. And people don't think that Satan is involved in AI. And I tell you what, Satan is all over AI. What do I mean that Satan's all over AI? Let me just show you this article first. And then before we start showing you some videos, let me see. Where's that one for the employees on their forehead? Oh my, we just missed one. Okay, we're gonna have to go back to that one.
Yeah, you can get it.
Yeah, but no, let's go ahead and go to one right quick then. Okay, let me go ahead and start before we start with the AI. Let me start with the weather modifications because I want to start with this AI first, this part, before we get into the other stuff. Let me show you number 3. Let me give it number 3. And this is what we're talking about, the weather modifications. This has never happened like this for these amount of tornadoes in Lubbock. Plain and simple. Not this amount. And I'm going to show you some other articles about showing you how bad the weather is and how, number 3 is a video. It should be ABC News, tornado strike. Okay. I think one of us was asleep.
I was going to say, that's what you have on here.
One of us was asleep. I didn't write these notes, so I can't say I was asleep.
So it's like, what?
Up into the Northeast. In fact, look at the images from LaGuardia Airport in New York City. Now to the severe storms on the move tonight from Texas, really all the way up into the Northeast. In fact, look at the images from LaGuardia Airport in New York City tonight. Ground stops at multiple airports across the Northeast. At LaGuardia, the line of planes as far as you can see, the delays mounting amid multiple ground stops and these storms moving in. Near Lubbock, Texas, a tornado bearing down on a home, but somehow that home was spared. This one also near Lubbock, more than 24 reported tornadoes in just the past 24 hours. In Van Buren, Arkansas, a tornado striking this neighborhood, damaging more than 50 homes. And today in Massachusetts, storms reaching into the Northeast, giant trees coming down onto cars and homes in South Boston. Lee Goldberg standing by with the forecast, and Maria Villarreal in Texas tonight.
Tonight, more than 35 million on alert for severe storms. Tornado sirens sounding in Van Buren, Arkansas just after dawn. Sheet metal flying off this warehouse. Authorities in Van Buren say at least 50 structures were hit.
How's your place?
It's gone. Everything's gone.
Families in shock.
I just heard a big noise. My window cracked. A tree fell in the window. Man, it was this close to my bed.
Overnight, multiple tornadoes reported in New Mexico and West Texas. This powerful twister churning near Lubbock. Storm chasers Simon Brewer and Justin Drake getting up close.
Oh my gosh, man!
Storms also dumped torrential rain that swamped drivers in shallow water Texas. Lightning likely to blame for these massive oil storage tanks erupting in flames southeast of Oklahoma City. And an early round of storms in the Boston area taking down trees. Planes stacked up at New York's LaGuardia Airport. More than 100 flights canceled there alone as the Northeast is under threat again tonight.
And David, you can see the damage left behind by those storm straight line winds hitting this building, knocking it all over. Families tell me right now they are very concerned about the weather that is expected to hit over the next few days. We're talking about hail, more rain, and now this entire area, Lubbock, they are under a tornado watch. David.
You give me number 15. And as you saw, it was 35 million, over 35 million people. And as you heard mentioned, there was different states, several different states. And my lifetime, I've not seen
That's never been.
that amount of, and we're going to show you some articles, and we're going to show you the predictions that they say. Because go ahead.
Well, and I was going to say also that, they can't even warn you anymore. I mean, just like, yesterday, it was sunny day. There was, nothing in the radar of anything happening. And then all of a sudden we heard thunder and then the hail came with the rain at the same time. Like,
It wasn't even much rain. It was more hail than rain.
yeah, it was no warning of, at least, the skies are turning, darker, the sun kind of, it overcast the sun, but no, nothing. And they just started, hailing. That is what's, people are like, so how do you prepare? You have to stay prepared.
You prepare as best as you can.
Yes.
As you see this right here, this is again from the meteorologist prediction. And as you see that picture, look how large that picture is, how much coverage there is of rain that they're expecting, of thunderstorms. So let me show you another article. If you can give me number 14. And you're covering an entire several states there. I mean, it's no more predictions. It's saying, look, guys, we don't know what's going on, but all this right here, this we're gonna go ahead and go right here, this whole area. Mm-hmm. We're gonna circle the whole United States because we can't tell anymore. We can't. In fact, if you go, I know you've done this like we have. You've gone on your phone or on a computer or laptop and you looked for where's the cloud cover, because usually it starts showing you a storm as it's traveling.
Right. No.
We've looked at it, and there's no storm as it's traveling.
No.
It just appears.
Yeah.
And as you see right here, look at this. High risk for severe weather. Look how many states are covered. I'm telling you, we are under weather warfare. Plain and simple. What do you think? Why do you think they're doing this? If they can bankrupt insurances, if they can damage homes, damage vehicles, and you no longer have insurance, guess what? You can't build a house. How many of us can have $300,000 or $400,000 in our pocket, in our bank account, to build a house if a tornado went through? In fact, I don't know anybody that I talk with that has $300,000 to $400,000 in their bank account to go ahead and go build another house. I know some that may have some 5, 10, 15,000, 20,000 cash that they can go buy a vehicle, but not buy a house.
Right.
So if insurance companies go bankrupt, how are they going to rebuild? Think about it. And I know some people say, oh, people can't be that evil. I guess we haven't read the Bible then.
That's right.
Because if we read the Bible, then we will see how evil people can be. And let me share some more articles with you. If you can give me number 13. Number 13. And again, this is happening more often. Homes are being destroyed. Families are being displaced. So some of them don't have anywhere to go. Let's be real. Let's really look at this. So when people start helping other people, they also run out of money because you can only do so much.
Yes.
So as you see, here we go. This is what they're saying. Texas could produce up to tennis size, ball size hail, and up to 75 mile an hour winds, more storms, and so on. 60 to 70 mile an hour winds. That's damaging winds. In fact, Abilene yesterday had 90 to 100 mile an hour just direct wind, not tornado. So that's very powerful, and it took out some buildings. You can go look at those pictures online. But look at this. Look at the way this coverage is. Pretty much almost the entire state of Texas is covered. At least 1/3 of it, or 3/4. Think about that. Seriously? And people think this is not weather modification? Because again, I said cloud cover, it'll travel. And it's only going to go a certain... You see, that's like saying a whole cloud just split up and separated and went all different directions to do all that coverage. They've admitted to it. There's patents for tornadoes, patents for hurricanes. Why have a patent if you're not going to use it, if you're not going to have ownership of it? So let's get into that. I want to share this with you right quick, but let's now get into, let me show you something about AI. Now that we did the weather, let me show you this one. If you can give me number 10, and we're going to get into AI. Are you going to be able to tell what's fake and what's real? Are you? I know some people out there so prideful that will say, you know what, I will never be able to be deceived because I can tell immediately. Well, watch this.
He runs straight into a desert tornado. Is this bravery or madness? The storm closes in, putting him in real danger. He made it out, but that could have ended differently.
So we'll play it, but without any sound. And I want you to think about this. Where's the cloud cover? Where's the cloud cover around there? You think this is real, or do you think this is fake? Remember, AI is advancing, and in fact, it's advancing faster than we realize. And they're only showing you what they want you to see that AI is capable of. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
You're only being shown what they want you to see. So, is this real or fake? Why would this guy run over there for it? But as he's running, I want you to pay attention to how he's running and how the wind is not blowing him and he's not fighting the wind to get there because the wind is going towards his direction. It's going in rotation.
Mm-hmm.
And when you run, isn't it hard for you to run? You start going down like this because you're actually running. And then if you're running out of it, now you're getting the wind to blow you. Wouldn't you fall? Just a question. We have to ask these questions anytime we see videos like this. And let me show you another one. Let me show you number 11. Now, there was an earthquake. There was an earthquake at 6.4. And in fact, I don't think I have the video here of the earthquake. There's a video from the news for the actual earthquake. But let me show you this one. And this is an article, of course. So you look at it and you tell me, is this AI or is this real? And as you see this picture, let me see the picture so we can get to the picture. And I want you to see this right there. Is this AI or is this real? Because there was an earthquake there. It's all over the news. It was a 6.3. In fact, there's video in the news of what was going on there. And you just see the comments of people commenting on here, sending prayers, saying they need help. Not the people that are living there, but the people that are just watching this and looking at this article are saying, I'm sure those people need help. We need to send help. People are, and it's good-hearted people that are ready to help and send money. Somebody set up something and I'll send you money. I'll help you out. But yet, this is fake. This is fake.
Yeah,
this is fake AI. This created AI.
It's sad that you come to this type of disaster and that people are take advantage of it.
Mm-hmm.
Because there will be earthquakes that will make they have done so much destruction, and yet this false advertising or whatever it is that they want to put out there just to take advantage of it. But yet when people really need the help, people are going to start second guessing,
I question everything. Anytime somebody asks for help, even whenever we go just pay at a cashier,
Mm-hmm.
there's always do you want to donate? Do you want to round up your number?
Right.
I'm like, what are we donating to?
What?
Do you actually know who you're donating to? That's what I always ask. And I ask the cashier, do you know who these people are? No, I don't know, but I mean, I'm sure they're good. How do you know? Have you investigated?
Mm-hmm.
See, this right here, and that's why I say there's so many people posting all kinds of things on social media just to get more followers, get more likes, whether it's true, whether it's not. They just want to hurry up and post it. They want to be the first ones to post it out there without doing their due diligence to make sure it's real.
Right.
This is fake. And the reason I know is because there's people on there commenting and saying, wait a minute, I'm here in this area and that is not true. That is not what happened. They've said it in the comments. I live here. This is not true. This is not what happened. We have to be real cautious. We have to be diligent on paying attention to what's going on. Let me share another one with you. And this is number 12. And the same thing on this one. This same place. The same people posting this right here posted the other one. I'm not sure if they're posting it just to get more followers, more likes. And that's why I would say it doesn't matter if it's called a Christian organization. We need to do our due diligence and follow up and see, okay, is this true or not? And then this one right here also, just look at this, and yet people be real quick to say, yep, I need to go help people out. But why is the dirt out there like that if it was a sinkhole?
Yeah.
Why is the dirt out there like that if it was a sinkhole? Another thing is, you see the lines on the road? Why is there no lines going in between the other one where all the holes are, right?
Yeah, where the sinkholes are at.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like it's been copied over and over and over and over again.
But the major thing is the dirt is sticking out.
Yes.
Why is the dirt out? If it caves, everything caves in, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's not going to be cave in and then there's going to be a dirty spot out. So somebody forgot to kind of clean that up when they did that.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, and people might say, well, these are just pictures. What about videos? What about articles? What about other things? There's been a lot of scams going on out there. So let me share this video with you first. Okay, before we share this video, let me show you, if you can give me article number 5. Give me number 5. The reason I want this one, and I'm going to show you this one, is because we just read Matthew 24, verse 11, that it said that many false prophets will rise up and deceive many. And I know some people that are watching us say, well, I won't be deceived. Yeah, but I'm sure you know somebody that is.
Mm-hmm.
Because look at this right here. They're charging $99 a person to attend this conference. $99 per person to attend this conference. Now, of course, it already passed, but I just want to show you this. Why charge to go to a conference to actually, well, I mean, you can just see the people that are on there. Yeah. Well, that should tell you everything.
Big old red flags right there.
That should tell you everything. That should tell you a lot. But yet, people have spent $100 to go to this conference.
Mm-hmm.
They make bukus of money. And yet, that clearly states it in the Bible that you're going to have people like this, that they would exploit you. So I want to share that with you. So now let's go back to this other one then. Let me show you that we're talking about the weather, and people said they're not going to do anything with the weather. So let's go back to that because I forgot to share this article with you. If you can give me number 6. This goes with the weather. People say, well, they can't control the weather. Well, check this out. And this was back then, and they're already doing it now. If you don't think that they're actually doing that, look at the cloud cover.
Mm-hmm.
Why would they want to do this? Ask yourself that question. Why would they want to do this? What do they benefit from it? Well, first of all, the sun does give us vitamin D.
Yes.
Second of all, Dora does this. I don't do this much, but Dora does. Well, actually, I don't at all. Not right now at this time, but I will. Dora handles a garden. What does a garden need?
Light.
It needs sunlight.
Needs sunlight. It needs sunlight. It needs water. Yeah.
But this is what they're going to do for climate, so on. I won't say worse because you get banned pretty quick.
Yeah.
You know the change, and then add the climate to the front. This is what they want to do. They want to block the sun.
Mm-hmm.
So guess what happens? Your garden's not going to grow. What happens after that? That means you don't have any food, right? He who controls the food controls the population. Now, we have. Did we have? Nope, that's not on here either. Let me. I should have it here.
I was gonna say, hold on to it.
Yeah. Let me see. I believe I may have shared this article on our Facebook. About them killing some chickens. That they're doing a mass.
Oh, and they were digging the
Did you find it?
trenches, right? Digging
Yes.
the trenches. Okay.
Yes. If you can pull that up for me, because I want you to see this. Just bear with me. I want you to see this. That they're actually. Okay. Think of this. Why are the birds out there that you see that just hang out in front of your yard, behind your yard, on the trees?
They're serenading you throughout the day.
Yeah. Why aren't they dropping dead?
Right.
I mean, seriously. Why isn't in the zoos, the birds that they have there, why aren't they dropping dead? I mean, it's legitimate questions, right? But right here, if you was to get this article and you just read this article, and you see drone camera viewed tractors digging trenches near the Hicksman farm from West Valley to kill millions of birds.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the chickens that they're after. Why the chickens? It's your food.
Yes, and they're great producers.
It's your food. I'm telling you, when they control the food, people see their kids hungry, they'll do whatever it takes to get their kids fed.
Yes.
Whether it's taking a mark, whether it's accepting to just be banned from everything, whether it's to rat on other people, be snitches, whatever you want to call them.
Hey, they did it just for
They
the
just
diaper
yes,
you put on your face,
uh-huh,
and that was nothing.
and they weren't hungry.
Right.
Starvation will make people do things. So I want to share this with you because this is really important, and that's why I said people need to start growing their own food, raising their own livestock.
Yes.
So let me show you. Now let's get into this then. All right. If you can give me number 2, we're going to play a little bit on this, and I do have a video for it that you need to see. So you can give me this one. We have several videos that you need to see so you can see what we're talking about on how AI is advancing.
More and more people are getting scammed online.
Recently, my grandpa just got scammed out of like his whole life savings.
Just last week, I spoke to somebody who invested, really got scammed.
My wife got victimized in an internet fraud.
AI-enabled crimes are up 456% since last year. Email phishing attacks, identity theft, ransomware attacks, financial scams, and deepfake child pornography are all becoming more sophisticated and prevalent. Artificial intelligence has become the tool of choice for online criminals because it is erasing the line between the real and the fake. Google's newly announced video generator is about to flood the internet with AI-created clips that have the look of expensive films.
None of us is real. We're here because someone decided to write a prompt. We all hate him for it.
AI can take this. Artificial intelligence will supercharge online criminal activity and turn it into this deepfake of me saying whatever someone programs my image to say, and it doesn't have to be true.
I've never seen anything move faster in my lifetime than AI. Not the internet, not crypto, not anything else. And I mean, what we're doing is we're measuring this technology in days.
Former federal prosecutor Ari Redbord is the global head of policy at TRM Labs.
AI has removed the human bottleneck from scams, from cybercrime, and from other types of illicit activity.
America's adversaries are said to be using AI to influence U.S. politics and to steal.
We've seen North Korea. They just stole $1.5 billion in one day to use for weapons proliferation and other destabilizing activity.
Every major American adversary is experimenting with AI.
Leah Siskin is an AI expert at the Foundation for Defensive Democracies.
At the start, the outbreak of the war between Ukraine and Russia was Russia creating deepfakes of Ukrainian President Zelensky surrendering.
It's not very hard to tell that this is a deep fake because at times the voice and facial movements seem unnatural.
However, online criminals are already working to fix these kinds of imperfections, says cybersecurity expert Neil O'Farrell.
So if you're looking for those as a way to tell the difference between deepfake and real, you're probably setting a trap for yourself because the bad guys know those are the giveaways. So they're working very, very hard on fixing those telltales.
How can you protect yourself from these scammers? O'Farrell says if you receive a call from a friend or family member claiming to be in trouble and requesting money or personal information, you need to ask questions.
Where are you? What jurisdiction are you in? Could I speak to an arresting officer? Could you hold the phone up, turn on the video, and let me see? I want you, like proof of life. Show me that it is you, and you are where you say you are.
Or choose a unique family code word that's not been sent through the internet and ask a friend or family member to say it.
Dad, I got into some trouble and I need some money. I need you to go buy a $100 Visa gift card and read me the numbers on the back.
Sure. What's the password? Armani?
I'm not continuing this conversation until you give me the code word.
What worries experts is how artificial intelligence learns, and that AI crime is headed toward what's called its mature phase.
So that's when, AI really completely removes the human bottleneck and is essentially doing the scam activity, doing the cyber attacks in a completely automated way.
Former Google CEO Eric Schmidt recently issued an ominous warning about AI accelerating toward artificial superintelligence.
This foundation is being locked in. And we're not going to stop it. Because remember, the computers are now doing self-improvement. They're learning how to plan, and they don't have to listen to us anymore. And this is the theory that there will be computers that are smarter than the sum of humans.
That means law enforcement and governments will need to utilize AI tools now to fight this crime wave, which experts say could quickly become an epidemic.
Wow. All right. Well, Dale is with us now for more.
And they are accurate about law enforcement using AI. There's so much AI being implemented in law enforcement now, just because of this reason. I just got a case today where I was reading, and the victim received a phone call from his bank, and of course it said his bank name and all that on there. So then when he's having that conversation with the banker, where he believes that it's a banker, and he tells him his phone number and his wife's phone number. Tells him, of course, that they bank with that bank, and then he tells him, well, somebody had stole some money off of you, so we're trying to get that taken care of. So I'm going to send you a link to your number and your wife's number. I just need you to go ahead and get on that link, and then we'll go from there. They hang up. Sure enough, he gets the link. His wife gets the link. They hit the link on their phone, and he immediately takes it to the bank, and he makes a phone call, and immediately he hangs up. The phone makes a phone call, and immediately takes him to the bank. On that link, takes him to the website, and he makes the phone call at the same time. And found out that he got $4,000 taken out. What do we do? What do a lot of people have? They have their bank information on the phones. Mm-hmm. They have their credit cards on their phones. They have all the information on their phones. Some of them have passwords on their phones. Some of them have their driver license on their phones and social security numbers on their phones, including their family members or kids on their phones. They have all that information on their phone. So whenever a scammer is able to go ahead and send you a link and you hit that link, you don't open access for them to get everything on your phone, and it's that fast and it's not reversible because they're able to pull that information that fast Now you're stuck without it.
Yeah. And they keep pushing on for you to have a wallet, on your phone, to where you can be, inserting all of your information on there.
Yeah, you can conduct all your business on your phone.
Yeah. Because that's how they want you to condition yourself to give all your stuff away, all your information.
So I always tell people, if you didn't initiate the call, don't answer any questions. Hang up and call your actual bank or whoever you're supposed to speak with. Call directly to them, your local bank, and not to the person that's on the phone. I've always said that if you don't initiate the call, hang up. I'll call my bank then. That's simple. And block that number. That way that number doesn't continue to call you. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 more things. We're not going to be able to get to it. I wanted to show you stuff from Elon Musk. I want to show you from the Neuralink. I want to show you the AI deception from video. I want to show you what people are calling ChatGPT now. They're calling, yeah. I want to get into all that. Let me share this one last video with you. If you can give me number 16. That's the dog agreeing with us.
Oh, sure, you're right. All right. Okay. Not a good start. Let that go into the broken stuff. Broken stuff.
Oh. I mean, my comment to this is, why would she follow him? I mean, knowing that, unless
you saw him slipping, you won't follow me.
No,
You wait.
Unless she was still asleep, because she looks like she's barefooted and she has her gown, her robe on. So she's just like, okay, and he dropped something, so she might have not seen him slip.
But I think that's early morning because
Yes.
he's saying not a good start.
Yes.
So it's early in the morning. He might be going to work or something, and she just probably walks him to his car. I don't know. But she should have stopped there and turned around and said, hey, honey, you go ahead and go.
Yeah.
You made it.
That's what I'm thinking, because she probably like, why did you drop that? She probably didn't even see him miss the step or something because she literally just walked right behind him. And I was like, why did she do that?
But you see her look towards the camera because she knows the camera's there.
Yeah.
Because I have a camera out there as soon as she gets up. So she's like, okay, well, we got video. So we're
they probably laughed at it afterwards.
yeah, that's one of those that we thought we'd leave you with. But guys, thanks for joining us. Join us again on Wednesday because I do want to share this video with you that you're going to be surprised with. It's going to surprise you and you're going to be like, I didn't know. We do have some information, some videos and articles that we will share with you on Wednesday. So please join us on Wednesday.
Yes.
Share our videos. Give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to our YouTubes. Follow us on Facebook. Help us out.
Yes, yes. And thank you again for joining us. Have a great rest of your day, and we will see you on Wednesday.